Welcome back, everyone, to the final match of the night. It will be Leenock going up against Alive. Let's not waste any time. We're going to jump straight into this best of 3 as we head to Tal'Darim Altar for this good old TVZ. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner will be Alive as the red Terran. Up here on the top right will be Leenock as the blue Zerg.
So both of these players have lost twice already, right, in this tournament?
Correct. Well, 3 times because they were in. They came from winners.
Oh yeah.
Down to losers, and now they're in consolation.
They're both 1-1 here, and they lost winner and loser.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody deserves a second and third and fourth chance. Very nice for them that they will have that chance in order to get the last spot to qualify for Spring Arena 2. Huge honor, and both are definitely looking to pick that up. Alive is talking about what he ate for breakfast right now. I know this because I can make up anything.
Well, that, and I also taught you Korean in one day because I am actually the new translator here at MLG, remember?
Yes, I remember. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to put you on the spot to translate everything else because I think we all know what is said here.
Yeah, I mean, Leenock, he had eggs and bacon, also called begs, I guess is what you could say. Or aiken.
Wow, you even know the Korean slang.
Yeah, that's how, see, he's spamming
okay,
because Alive's upset because he just had toast. That's all they fed him at the Fnatic house.
Yeah, and it was a bit burned.
And it was burned. Sam Matthews, you're messing up.
I know what Alive said. He said, ha, 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 ha. That's
right here.
What that sign
is that what the backward F means?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh.
That little, the backward F. That's ha, ha, ha.
Well, Live just asked a question mark. You want to know how I know that? Or a question? I screwed my own joke up, Grubby. Let's move on quick.
He just asked the question mark.
Yeah, he asked a question.
CC first by
This is Caster Insanity, guys. Welcome to it. We're glad you could join us.
It usually happens after watching a lot of games.
Yes, yes. All right, so what do we got going on, Grubby, right now in this match?
CC first, Astray first. So there won't be any aggression by either player. Now, do they know that yet? Whoa, okay. So Leenock actually mis-scouted. He scouted the bottom position first, but it looks like he didn't see anything good. And then he went all the way across the map to scout everything else. So he's a little bit confused about where Alive is now. Unless I'm totally reading this wrong, but I feel like he doesn't know where the opponent is. You know, I once played the World Cyber Games in 2004, and I lost the first map because I scouted all 3 locations and didn't find my opponent, and my opponent was actually fast expanding in Warcraft 3. Then I was like, oh man, what a bad way to start this grand finals of the World Cyber Game. Second map, I vowed to myself to do better, and it's actually a 6-player map, 6 spawns, and I scout 5 locations without finding the opponent once again. And I'm like,
what was that, Twisted Meadows or something? What map was that?
No, it was Knollwood. It was like the biggest map in Warcraft 3.
Yeah, you crazy Warcraft 3 guys with your 6-person spawn maps. What are you guys thinking?
I won that game, and then the third map I mis-scouted again 3 times in a row.
Well, did you end up winning that, or was it a best of 5?
Luckily I did, or I would have hated myself with a passion.
There you go.
Now I love myself instead. Okay, so double barracks coming up from Alive. He's also got 2 refineries and going for a reactor. And JP, we've got a factory coming up. Might we see some reactor Helions coming out here?
He's gonna make a Banshee.
A Banshee, reacted Banshee.
Reactored Banshee, first play here. Now, of course, it's gonna be Hellions, and we also got a bunker is going down. We've seen a lot of Terran players actually start to do this. Zergling run-bys are just such an annoying thing to deal with. So if you put down a bunker and put 2 Marines in it, and then of course use the other 2 spots for hurt SCVs, as they will of course take damage, you can usually clean it up, and it's a pretty eloquent solution to that Ling run-by.
Yes, eloquent. I do think so. Leenock now going with a lot of roaches. It's going to work nicely against Helions, but this is more than the 3 roaches we saw from Lazura on Metropolis. This is more than 3. It's 7. That's 4 more roaches.
Oftentimes more than 3. But
and you can use them aggressively.
Yeah, and he's actually stopped drone production at 24, so here we are about to see an all-in, and I think Alive should be ready for it, as he is making the Banshees and going cloaked Banshees nonetheless. So, was it Alive versus who did Alive play?
Bolt just used Banshees to fend
That's
off
who it was.
roaches.
That's who it was, yeah.
Yeah, but now the timing is a little different. This came way earlier, and Leenock has been known to play this both against Protoss and against Terran, where he just makes a ton of roaches early on. And I mean, it's kind of cheesy, but it works, especially if your opponent's playing greedy. And I don't see anything that can really have the firepower to take down these roaches. What you want is a Banshee or a Marauder, but it's not out yet. Lots of mining time being lost here for Alive. We'll have to lift off that command center at his natural, and with this barracks being focused down, it's a very hard angle to repair. He can just repair with maximum 1 SCD, and Leenock's units are all over the place. Only now starting to drone up behind that again, and this is looking very problematic for Alive. He made one Banshee, but unlike Bolt, he's sending his Banshee to attack the opponent, and I don't think that's a good decision at all.
Is he gonna save this Rex? Repair the Rex, and it dies humiliatingly next to a ton of SCVs. That's not good for Alive. You're gonna have a bad time if you let your Rex die like that. Here's a Banshee coming in now into the main base, but there are 2 Queens to be able to deal with that, and also Lair has been started. Wait, he doesn't have. There's no Spore Crawler, so that Queen's going down.
Now, Evo Chamber finished off, and Alive is making a big mistake. Keeps shooting the Queens, and of course Leenock is more than happy to oblige. Keeps putting his Queens under that Banshee. Way better to take.
Oh, and now it's... Here he goes again, actually taking more damage on that Queen.
Yeah, this... oh, wow. It's very good to take a number of hits on your Queen and then not die. That's much better than getting drones two-shotted. Now with that Spore finish, the Banshees will have to watch out. We'll be able to attack here from the edge. But, I mean...
Sick transfusion there on that one Queen, but the other one will die because of that.
Well, that's a nice sacrifice. It's something I would do for you too, JP.
Thank you. We should play 2 sometime and see if it actually becomes true.
No, I mean in real life. It was an analogy.
Oh. I see.
Anyway, he killed a number of Queens there, and this Banshee might be taken down. Nope, he's saving them both, but with much less skills than you would usually want from a Cloaked Banshee. This Orbital is mining now, but you can see Alive doesn't really believe in defending it. He's choosing not to throw up defenses there yet. It would be ready at any time to lift off, potentially. So Alive is feeling the heat here, and in the meantime, Leenock cleared up the rocks at his 3rd, making a lot of new Queens. And, well, not too much drones for Leenock now. It still hurt him, those Banshees, so the game is very open for both of them still.
Remember, do you like waterfalls?
I like waterfalls.
Have you noticed how they're so incredibly loud in this map? In all maps in StarCraft
wait,
2?
There's a waterfall here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's very loud. I didn't know there was a waterfall in Tal'Darim.
The things you learn.
Man, that's OP. There's only a waterfall at Alive's position, isn't there? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and he got the bags this morning, man. This one only got toast. He's having a good day right now.
Is that a real word? Bags?
Yeah, in America it's a real word.
Sounds...
It's not a real word. I'm trolling you, Grubby. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's easy to troll me with such things. Anyway, no 3rd yet for either player, and now Alive is starting to stabilize. Double eBay upgrading, and a lot of workers at his expansion. Leenock, it was a big investment, of course, that roach attack, and it didn't finish off the opponent yet, so now both on 2 base, actually Alive is starting to look better. In the infestation pit here with pathogen glands, we could soon see a couple of infestors being created. I say a couple because that's all he could make. He really doesn't have a lot of gas at all. Also starting a Baneling nest, I'm very surprised by that. Trying to make a 3rd here, already making his extractors, and gonna get a 3rd shortly. So this is starting to look very good for Alive. Banshees didn't do as much as I thought they maybe should have, because he did so many hits on the Queens, but since basically he survived, he's ahead by default after that kind of all-in from Leenock. And we're gonna have to see whether Leenock can make his comeback after that. 3 infestors gonna come out soon.
How many queens is he currently up to? A total of 5. He should have a little bit better creep spread than he currently does. He might just be saving that energy, but he's got around 250 right now between all of his queens saved up. So we'll see. Actually, Leenock moving across the map. He's going to be met by some Hellions here at the Zelnaga. He's going to let the Roaches now move forward ahead of that and clean that up and take control of that Zelnaga tower. The 3 Banshees are just kind of sitting back at home. One of them actually chipping away at the destructible rocks. There, the Hellions being taken back, and now the Infestors are slowly starting to come out, already with 3. One more about the pop.
Thank you, sir. Ooh. Banshee moved into the Queens. Queens nowhere near quick enough to catch up with it, but suddenly just flew back into the Overseer and the Queens and got itself killed. And yeah, like you said, with all that energy, I really feel like indeed he should have used a bit more creep tumors, having a very lackluster creep spread here. And those queens at the third were thinking, boy, it'd sure be nice to have some creep spread here. But luckily, Alive donated that Banshee. Alive does have a big supply lead right now. Would like to get an armory. The double eBay is nice, but you don't really need double eBay if you don't follow it up with a quick armory to get those extra upgrades. And I think Alive simply forgot it.
About to see a drop occur over here for Alive. Bunch of straggler Marines. I think they rallied on that medevac, unfortunately. They're going to be caught off by those Lings. Drop moving in. It's going to be met by 2 Infestors that should turn around and just lay a fungal on there and take it out. But one of the Queens falling. If he loses that second one, that's going to be huge. 1 Marine tasked with it, and he takes it out. Good drop there by Alive. He's going to shut down the economy, or the macro, I guess I should say, of Leenock a little bit.
Yep, and look at how much energy is being used for just 8 Marines and a medevac. Yep. Just 8 Marines and a medevac killed 2 Queens. It made 4 Infestors use Fungal and also 3 Infested Terrans. So that was a very useful drop there for Alive. Still playing off of 2 base income. Now gonna move his 3rd orbital to position. And look at that oversaturation of SCVs in the main base there. He's gonna move a big number of them to the 3rd for sure.
Leenock's up to 89 drones. That is quite a lot here, and he's even used... I like Alive basically forcing his opponent to use those Infestors, not for big fungals on Marine clumps, but on 1 Banshee at a time there, going in slowly with them. Also a 4th base started over here, Leenock.
Yeah, actually, so many Infestors with so little energy. That's a very rare sight. Having had them for a while, just sending small portions of units, like you said. And once again, 8 Marine drop. It worked well the first time, and he knows the only anti-air is Infestor, so it's gonna be a fungal growth, and it's probably gonna be a second fungal growth because he wants to catch it. How much energy is that once again? That's a total of 200 energy being used, those Infested Terrans, and double fungal growth. So I think that's worth it. I mean, all the opponent is losing is energy, but energy will need time to be restored, and Alive uses that time to attack. That's... I never thought of the game in that way. Alive is very smart, sir. Now gonna take this center position here, and if he moves up a little bit more, he will be able to start shelling at that oh-so-fearsome spot from below there up to Leenock's natural.
It's also a big... Yeah, the Ling run by. It's gonna opt for the 3rd. There's no planetary, so he might have some success. There's that bunker, though. We still see fungals occurring. Going back to this Ling run by, takes out the bunker, and it's going to have to return home. This is that very annoying spot that can happen so many times on this map. The ridge right below the natural. If you get the siege tanks in a better position, you can basically lay siege to this natural and sometimes kill the hatchery if he gets close enough. But I don't think he has enough Marines right now to really push like that. And we'll see right now as he unsieges. Will he push forward? Okay, he's going to go for it. That's a lot of infestors, and also banelings on the way.
And because of this location, it's so good Leenock took such a quick 4th, because potentially you'd want to bring all your drones to that 4th, and that's exactly what's going on now. And it's nice that it's already up. Now Infestation Pit is going to go down. Evo Chamber also being focused, and Link's not sure what they should do. Should they give their life to kill this small force? Knowing that it will mean their lives with that many tanks below there. Alive about to max out to 200.
Yeah, when will Leenock decide to go and stop this? Right now he's just worried about the things up top, but now we start seeing missile turrets come down, and I think it's time Leenock
Yeah, definitely for those front view tanks. Killing 3 tanks, that's a great job. He didn't use a lot of links for that. Greater Spire is about to finish. Actually 8 Corruptors on the field, so he will be able to transform them immediately. Unlike some of the TVZ games we've seen today, whereby the Zerg was just going on the brink of death and then getting just like 5 Broodlords, we actually have 8 Corruptors now and more than enough economy to support that and more to come. So Zerg looking in the best location so far, embodied by Leenock's play here in this game. There was a 5th hatchery going down somewhere at the top left of the location, but it got killed by the Marines with a small little drop. Now 8 more Corruptors being made back up for those first 8 Broodlords. For the first time in a long time, Leenock has the supply lead, and for the first time he has the tech lead as well. Upon seeing those Broodlords with that nice scan, Alive immediately moves back, starts double Viking production and a 2nd starport.
Was another drop, or at least the chances of a drop over here at the 4th base, but these 2 Corruptors are going after it, and will be taken out pretty easily. Alive does fall back. He's going to try to get his 4th base up and running. Upgrade-wise, he's on 2-2, 3-3 on its way. But being very active once again with these drops. And are we going to see more? Okay, no more Infestor usage to stop that medevac. He's going to move forward, and he knows he has to save that energy for this upcoming attack with these Broodlords.
Yeah, 5 Infestors with full energy and 5 more Infestors coming in. Now we've got a really scary army. Whoa! There was a big fungal growth. That's a lot of SCVs dying. Down to 53 SCVs, and now Broodlords are starting to shell at Alive, and this is a very difficult position to engage in. Should he stim and move forward and go under those Broodlords, Fungal will just make short work of him, and I'm not sure what Alive can do. This is kind of like a stranglehold. Boom! Nice fungal growth there. Of course it's going to be nice. All the Marines are clumped up.
He's got to worry about all these tanks here. He's really does not want to move in with his lings. Leenock relying on those Broodlords to take him out first. And I think he's doing a pretty good job here, as he's got a lot, actually, focusing down that Thor, moves in the Banelings. That's going to be the sacrificial lamb here to be able to move in. Now the Lings will follow right after that. 22 more Lings in production, as well as 11 Corruptors here. Good fungal on those Marines, and that's going to allow Leenock to continue to move in, and he takes out the Orbital at the natural. Leenock looking very strong in this opening game of this best of 3.
Yeah, and it seems like there's nothing Alive can do. If there was a... Hey, what's happening with those Infestors? Okay. If there was a world whereby this could be cleaned up, Leenock immediately does something really smart, and he follows this up with Ultralisk. So imagine if there would finally be enough Vikings to take this out, which there isn't. But if there was, there'd be Ultralisk following it up, and you can't exactly take down Ultras with Vikings. It's just a really big lead here as Leenock is pushing his advantage.
Well, let's admire the waterfall. We wait for this Alive to basically GG out, because there's really no chance for him. With those added Corruptors just in, and we even see Leenock starting to take the map now. We have a drop over here, but he can't really hit anything except for that extractor. He's going to eventually be sitting right on top of all the production facilities here. Really the big things that are stopping Leenock from just pushing in and taking everything out here are these 2 Thors, because they're not susceptible to those fungals. So once those get taken out by the Broodlords eventually, he probably will be able to. What did he just use? Oh, okay. Here come the Ultras. As he has so much gas, I was wondering why he didn't make more Broodlords with these Corruptors. Doesn't even need them. Good game. Leenock takes game 1. Now 1 game away from the final match in this entire tournament to figure out who's going to be the 10th and final player in Spring Arena 2. Will it be Leenock? We'll find out right after this break.